Hello and welcome to a new episode about Uranus. Ding ding. So I actually did build a lot of stuff in this city, and I did build this all in pause mode. So there's no people in the city. All people's currently going to the city are in here. They're just approaching the city, and no one reached it yet. So it's all built during pause. So in this episode, we're going to watch the people actually approaching Uranus and going into Uranus all at the same time. But before that, I'm going to walk you through the current installments in Uranus. So we built a lot in Uranus, and therefore we need to watch what's in there. So first, check out the auxiliary area, which I made a little bit bigger than I intended to work before, but it's a small industry area, basically caring for waste processing and a little bit of water treatment. So we have the wet seal facility, 2 wet seals, wet seal 1, wet seal 2, a lot of parking spaces. We do have a powerhouse up here, a clean one, of course, a clean one. It's the solar updraft tower I used there. And yeah, I've also did a lot of beautifications actually to make this look very nice as an industrial outskirt area. So we do have police station, doctor, there's a doctor, medical clinic, okay. And I also added 2 lanes of a toll booth to actually make some money, because we're far in the negative right now, but we don't have any people in there, so that's normal. So also we have some water pump up here and the bus depot over there, and yeah, so that's the industry area up here, which will be the outer perimeter of Uranus. Okay, so let's see who's the first to arrive in the city later on. It will be, look at him, it will be Charles Blackwell, and he's going to A. Cockburn 2, and the second guy, maybe they too may have a race. They will be the first people arrive in Uranus, and Olivia Thompson. So we will check out who will go first, who's first to arrive in Uranus later on. But first we approach to go in our city here. So this is planned as a basic commercial area. We will have commercial zoning in here, which we'll do in a moment. And of course there is a lot of parking space up here, and we do have the issue with vanishing trees here. I'm not sure why that is. It may be related to some code which actually intersects a tree with this thing over here, whatever. And yeah, we do have a stadium. Yeah, and every building in here is actually named after famous persons which were in Uranus before. So every person in Uranus was actually known, and they renamed all the buildings in here after persons in Uranus. So we do have Martha, so everyone knows Martha. His last name is Fokker, so they named the stadium upon her, so it's the Martha Fokker Stadium. And the original named Posh Mall was renamed the Pooh Mall, so we do have the Pooh Mall up here, renamed, but Pooh the Bear, you know him, Pooh the Bear, very popular, very famous all around the world. And then we have a park here, it's named after Anita Dump, so it's the Anita Dump Park. And we also have a modern art museum, which is over there, which is right there for people to visit. And of course a library, which is the IP Freely library. Everyone in Uranus knows IP. Mr. Freely was there and has done a lot of great things to the city. And we also have a school district over there. Of course, fire station and police is here. And we do have the education part. So we do have, for the young guys in Uranus, we will have the Stella Virgin Elementary. Stella Virgin was a very popular musician coming to Uranus once ago, and they renamed the elementary school for the Stella Virgin Elementary. And if they're grown out of that school, we do have even a little playground up here. Look at that. 2 playgrounds in this, so that's pretty cool. Walled in, so they cannot escape. It's a real prison for young people in here. So if they were ready with the elementary school, they actually go to here. We do have an art institute. I think it is. No, it's what's this called? It's called a high school. So we do have a high school up here, and it's called after famous Mr. Kerr, Wayne Kerr. So the Wayne Kerr Institute is actually supposed to be here for the older children. And if they have finished that school, they go up to the university over here, which is the Urinator University. So we do have Yuri. Yuri was very famous as well, coming here some years ago to Uranus when his wall was going to be in the planning state. So Urinator was there as well. And okay, we do have a couple parks in here to raise the land value. We do have more community schools here to care for a lot of the people. And we do have, look at that, we do have Flaming Ring. Flaming Ring, it's not for me, it's in the game. Flaming Ring, look at that. That's if you eat too much chili, you will have some issues in Uranus. Okay, so we have the Flaming Ring. It's maybe a chili restaurant. And there we have some, what's that? Coconuts donut. It's a donut shop in here. Look at that. Donut shop in here. And there, look at that building. It's not a building. I built that actually using walls. And it's a phrase network, which you can make this sort of things. And we do have a parking space, and it's bowling. And there's bowling, of course, right next to the big parking lot to the pool mall. So that's what we're going to have here. And we do have our entry spot, which is a big circle, a big ring of fire. After that, a big ring of fire. I'm not going into detail into that. So, and the train also goes there. So let's head on to our industry part of Uranus. So we do have industry in Uranus. Look at that. And we do have, of course, the Farting House Harbor. Yeah, Farting House Harbor. We go, so people can reach Uranus by ship as well. And of course, we need some Farting House cargo. So we get some cargo in Uranus. That's very important to have cargo in there as well. And of course, the train station. It's called the strain station. If you have a little bit of strain, then you go in there, come with the train. And we all have this connected. We have subway stations, of course. And all roads are already made. You look at that. I already made all the roads nicely with the road marking tool. Look at that. Look over there. Oh, everywhere I made all of them. All of them are made nicely. Look at that. Even have there. It's all done. It's so nice and pretty. I really like that. So, industry area. We also have a cargo train station up here. It's the cargo railway terminal, which we need. And we do have some container up here and some roads where the guys can actually go and deliver things. A lot of containers in Uranus. Someone brought them there and no one seems to care about them. Of course, fire station. And we have the waste watchers. They will watch for the waste, so that's what they do. I'm not sure if one is actually enough for this island, but we will check out if this is going to be enough. And we have lots of actual crematoriums. Because I'm not sure if we should suppose, but I think it's supposed to, people will die in Uranus. It's inevitable. They will die in Uranus, and we need to get them out of crematorium right in Uranus. So that's a good solution. So we do have a police station up here as well. And then we come to our residential area, which is already set up over here. And our beach, of course. Look at that. We have a very nice beach. In here, I cannot run the game, because when I run the game, all the people come in the city, and we will have a massive traffic jam, because already queued 1,366 people. They are currently on the highway approaching Uranus. So there's a lot of people coming in there, and this will be a traffic jam. It will be a very big traffic jam. So we do have the Cockburn Apartments. A Cockburn, very famous person as well. You know, we all know him. Not sure if this is enough parking space for all these people, but we will see how this is going to work out. And I'm expecting all the traffic coming in the city will actually go right in there, and we'll have a massive traffic jam up here, and we will see in a minute. We actually have two exits from the highway, one here, one there. We also have this attraction, which is actually the penetration tower. Look at that, penetration tower. Some parking space, of course, and a police station with an added parking space up here, and a cool pathway for all the people reaching over there. And look at the roundabout. I made it up from some rocks I found on a workshop. I think it's called Seychelles rocks or something like that. And this looks pretty nice. Looks like a guy coming out of the earth, coming out of a dark hole. Yeah, it's the man in Uranus. I think that's what I could call him. Anyway, I think we covered everything. Wait, we have. Wait. We have a doctor in here. So the A Kirkper apartments actually have their own doctor, and it's Dr. Diarrhea. Dr. Diarrhea. is situated right next to Cockburn Apartments and care for all the health of the people in there. So Dr. Diarrhea is there. We do also have the Dildo Funerals. Dildo, very famous person, you know him all. Yeah, you should really know him. And there's actually the Tropical Garden, which is integrated into the Cockburn Apartments. So the people in here have some place to go when they don't want to go to the beach. And there's the beach. There's the access to the beach. Look at that. They can all reach the beach from there. But as it's not a park right now, I don't think any people will actually go there. So in one of the next episodes, this will be an actual park with an entrance, and people will hopefully actually go in there and raise the land value of all around it, because currently land value is an issue and it's not too sure if that's going to work. So we do have a cafe here, the Code Brown Cafe. Yeah, a Code Brown Cafe is very important to go for all the people living in the Cockburn Apartments. They can go here. And we have a cactus playground. So it's actually stuffed with cacti, and all the children have a lot of fun with all these cactus. So that's what it is. I think we covered everything, and the next thing we actually do is bringing life into Uranus. And that means we're unpausing the game and bring all the people in. And well, we're going to watch the race between these two guys up here. So these two are actually going to be... They are having a race. So I think the car is not faster. Maybe it's closing up. I don't know. No, they're not going to... What? I think he's going to be the first. It's Charles Blackwell. Charles Blackwell is going to be the first person in Uranus. And he's actually going to the police headquarters. So he's policeman on a scooter. Look at him. He's partner. So he's actually one of the owners of the police headquarters. So that's the first person to arrive in Uranus, which tends to be a policist. And the owner of the police station, at least. So he's going to go in there. And we do have all the garbage trucks already going through Uranus and collecting all the garbage. Not sure what these are. What is you? Oh, I lost the policeman. So we have a road maintenance depot. Okay, so they care for the roads. And now the first cars actually arrive in Uranus, going underground into the black hole. And I think they all go to the Cockburn Apartments. That's where they want to go. Maybe speed this up a little bit. We can actually have a look at here. So this seems to work pretty well. Look at that. There's a split. We have two tall booths. And yeah, the traffic seems to split very well. Not sure they have some weird lane decision going up here. But it works. Works. The capacity seems to be enough for actually handling all the thing in here. Yeah, it's very expensive to go in here. Oh no, we are minus 50,000, so we're very expensive. And it's turning night now. So it's going to be night. And all the people up here now going to the Cockburn Apartments, actually going home. Look at that. We have a massive traffic jam in here. Everyone wants to go into the Cockburn Apartments. We already have 2,300 people in Uranus. That's a very big island. A very big city. Okay, they're basically all parking. Look at them. They're all parking around and finding a parking space, going very weirdly. Look at them. They're going all over the place. Yeah, but this will take some while. I think it's speeded up already, because this may take some while. They're actually using the parking space reserved for the beach visitors. Look at them. They're not supposed to be for you. Yeah, they go all over. Look at them. Maniacs. It's maniacs. All over maniacs. So I think we have to wait a little bit. Yeah, we should actually zone here. Let's do our zoning. So we do need some zoning. And I'm going to zone commercial zones in here. I have these spots. Actually, totally forgot about that. So zoning commercial zones in here. And I think I'm going to have more commercial zones later on here as well. And also we need more residentials. So I'm going to place residentials here in as well. So there we have residential buildings. And here as well, right next to the parking space in here, which they can use. And the inner thing in here, this will be offices. Because we don't have any industry, we need to cover that with offices. And I'm going to use the office buildings in here. So here we go. So now they're moving in. Look at that. Look at that. It's very nice to look at. Look at that. 2,500 people coming in there. Oh, it's very cold. It's very cold in Uranus. Yeah, that's freezing. That freezing should be a tropical island. I'm not totally sure why it's that cold. But it shouldn't be that cold, actually. It should be cozy. I need to find a way to actually raise the temperature. It's not supposed to be that cold. Maybe that has to do with... yeah, I don't know. We will see. Look at that. We have a massive traffic jam in here as well. Too many cars. That's what happens if you start to build a city in pause mode. So every people in there is going to spawn at the same time. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. It's a massive traffic jam. Yeah, it's totally clogged. So we have a traffic jam in Uranus. It's all clogged. Uranus is clogged. This will take some time to clear up because we have 4,000 people to come in there, and yeah, look at that. So this is cleared again. That's nice. So most people actually chose to use that exit, which is much better. Yeah, I'm actually using the realistic. Oh, look at that. Maybe get the ground flat. It's not really flat. It's not flattened enough, so I'm going to flatten that. What is actually the correct... So if we flatten these things here... Oh, look at that. It's not flat. I made a big mistake. Yeah, that's a big mistake. So I didn't flatten the ground in here. I'm not very happy about that. So we do have... Yeah, that's not flat. So I did a very bad job in actually flattening the terrain. So I'm going to do that right now. It's not ideal. Oh, no. Look at that. Look at that. That's not flat. So I'm going to actually live with that because I'm not able... Yeah, all the roads are actually elevated. All the roads are actually going to be elevated. So that's not nice. Look at that. We have a big... No, look at that. It's all wrong. So we have to live with that. So I'm going to actually leave it like it is. I'm caring for that later. We're just here to watch the people approaching Uranus. They're all going in there. Look at that. Look at the traffic. And we also got a train. Look at that. We got a train. And ships. Tons of ships arriving in Uranus. And tons of people arriving. Look at that. All the people in here. All the people arriving in Uranus. That's a lot. And they all use the subway. Uranus has a subway. That's helpful, at least. Look at that. That's a lot of people. How many people? 170. Not too bad. Could be worse. So, yeah, look at that. That's a lot of traffic. Why don't you use the metro? Use the metro. Don't use cars. What's wrong with you? Use the metro. It's there. Okay, we're minus 3,000. I think we need to care for something to make some money pretty soon. Okay, wait. So we do have the parking lot actually here is used pretty well. And so are these. We do have quite some parking lots in here. Not sure what's going on there. What's you doing? Why are you waiting? What you waiting for? Are you actually knowing what you do? Come on. Let's see if we can actually make it like this. Yeah, it's much better. So at least they keep moving now. Okay. So we may have to do this here as well. Let's see if it's not done already. Oh no. Come on. No, it is allowed for them, so this is okay. There's basically no traffic in this big roundabout. Look at that. So we need to care something. Yeah, this road is basically abandoned. There's nothing. No buildings are on that road. So we will have some touristic area over there later on. Of course we will have. We need tourists here. We do need more tourists here, and maybe another access to the beach over there. Yeah, we actually use the quay here for making the beach going a little bit lower and having some sort of barrier for the people to not, so that the sand keeps basically in there. That's what we need to do. So, oh, there's the parking spaces here is totally crowded. So it's too few. We need more parking space for those. They don't have enough parking space. Yeah, but the traffic clear up over here. So all the people actually arrived now. And there's not so much traffic in here as well. So we do have, yeah, all the people are missing actually workspace because all we got, it seems like all we got is uneducated people in here. only uneducated people were going into Uranus, and yeah, that's why we have no workforce in here until they're getting educated. So this is pretty full. We have 3 elementary schools, basically all full, and we need to wait for them to actually educate all the people to work in the commercial zones. So the Still Virgin Elementary is basically crowded, and the other 2s are as well. Yes, they are. What about our high school? Let's look at the high school. The high school is full. No, it's not. Look at that. High school is slowly climbing upwards. So the Winker Institute is actually performing well. Do we have some people in the library? Yes, we have. Look at that. The IP3 library is there and it's visited. It's going to get night again. Another day passed and oh, look at that red. Isn't that nice? Oh, that's a nice sundown. Look at that. Very, very nice. We should care for some light on the beach, I guess. It's pretty dark. Very, very dangerous. Very dangerous in Uranus to be on the beach when it's dark. So, that looks pretty nice. And I think we're going to just let this run until all the people have settled and all the education is done. We do have a very good filling now. And we would need more commercial area, and we also would need more residential area. Yeah, we need more residents because we currently just have 5,000 people in Uranus, and we need more. So we want definitely more population in Uranus. And so the next thing to do is actually covering this piece in here will be another residential area spot where we find to have a place to live, and I may have more commercial area in here and maybe up there on the main road, and filling the inner sides with more residential, and of course there will be tourism, and maybe we do that first to see how much demand we have in commercial left. So that's one thing you'll see in the next episode. I will do this off screen and lay out the structure in between, so the next time we can just go starting right away with having more people in Uranus, because that's the target. So I hope you liked what you've seen here. I didn't actually showed you the Rosetta Park, which is here. Pretty nice one. I did a lot of beautification here. A lot of small things I've added. And there's some room to add more things, and here we have more space. There's a little park in here. There's still room for other things. Yeah, a lot of things we can actually start here as well. But I think this episode has ended. I hope you enjoyed this. At this time, I'll see you next time with the next episode about getting more people here. We need more people. So that's it done. Hope you like. If you like, hit the subscribe to Uranus. You will need to find out more about it in the next couple of weeks. So have a nice day. Bye bye.